Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical, and today for you guys, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and impressions towards Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Bith By Sleep. Now, in case you guys are out of the loop, currently as of right now, I'm in Sydney, Australia, and I flew over here to, of course, play Kingdom Hearts 2.8. If you guys catched yesterday's video, I pretty much just went over the fact that I was not able to record the footage, so my playthrough of the demo is not a thing. And I was really hoping it would be a thing, but the guy said no. Fuck yourself. But yeah, of course, in all seriousness though, I was able to play Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Bith By Sleep yesterday, and it was an absolutely incredibly juicy experience. And by that, I mean it was a really good time. So today I'm pretty much just going to be giving you guys my impressions and thoughts about sort of the demo. The demo ran for around about 15 minutes, which is really, really cool. So I've pretty much just got my phone here. I wrote down a few notes and stuff straight after playing the game, so a few things are kind of written down here. There's actually quite a bit to go over, so let's just get straight into it. Now, I think the most important thing to actually talk about is the way the game is feeling in terms of the gameplay and in terms of the controls. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys, the game still feels like Bith By Sleep, but I suppose, you know, that's okay, just because, you know, it is a Bith By Sleep title. It's Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Bith By Sleep, so it comes sort of expected that the game will still feel like Kingdom Hearts Bith By Sleep. The floatiness factor, if you guys know what I'm talking about, Bith By Sleep kind of has a floatiness factor to it in terms of the way the game feels with the gameplay. If you guys know what I mean, then you know what I mean pretty much. That floatiness factor is still semi-what there. I would say it's not as bad as Bith By Sleep, but still it's there, and Aqua does very much feel similar to the way she feels in Bith By Sleep. Now, of course, this game, in terms of the gameplay, is a hybrid between Bith By Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3. You can most certainly feel the Bith By Sleep in there, like I was just saying. In terms of the Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff, though, I think we're really going to be feeling more of the Kingdom Hearts 3 aspects in the gameplay for 0.2 when the full game comes out. I mean, in terms of the gameplay, it's more focused towards the Bith By Sleep elements in the demo rather than the KH3 stuff. Really, the only Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff that I could pick up on in terms of the gameplay within the demo was certainly the magic. Being able to pretty much cast magic while you're moving is really, really nice. This is going to be a thing that's going to be apparent in Kingdom Hearts 3, so you can actually move and cast at the same time. So, say you're running, you're locked onto an enemy, you can run and cast Thundaga or something and you'll still end up moving or sliding or whatever you're doing. Usually in Kingdom Hearts you actually have to be standing still in order to cast magic, so that's a really nice addition that we can now actually continue to move while casting magic. But really, in terms of the Kingdom Hearts 3 elements within the gameplay, that was the only thing I actually picked up on. Of course, the other thing is the heads-up display is that of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, which is also going to be apparent in Kingdom Hearts 3 with the simplistic kind of command menu with attack, item, magic. And as well as that, we have the MP gauge and the little health gauge, similar to that once again of KH2, and of course that's going to be in KH3 as well. But like I was saying, really I feel like we're going to be experiencing more of those Kingdom Hearts 3 elements with the free running and stuff in the actual full game, and I honestly couldn't pick up too much to do with the Kingdom Hearts 3 elements in the demo itself. Is this a bad thing though? Honestly, no. It's still a very fun game to play. Just attacking Heartless and stuff and using the magic with the flashiness of it just felt absolutely incredible. It is a little bit smoother and, you know, in terms of how fluid it is more fluid, I suppose, but when it comes down to it, the Bith By Sleep feeling, it's still there. The next thing I want to go over is the visuals. I think it's fairly obvious by this point that Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Bith By Sleep is an absolutely amazing looking game. Just from seeing all of the footage that we've already seen of the game, it's pretty clear. It looks absolutely beautiful, and of course it is using the same technology that Kingdom Hearts 3 is using. So the way that 0.2 Bith By Sleep looks is the way that Kingdom Hearts 3 will look. And actually just seeing this all in moving motion right in front of my face was just breathtaking. I know that, like, as soon as I got to the Kingdom Hearts booth, when I got into the expo itself, actually just seeing this being played in front of my face was absolutely incredible. And I don't want to say it looks 10 times better in person than it does in the trailer. It's nothing like that. It definitely looks like how it looks in the trailers, but I just thought I'd mention that the game looks fantastic, and it's almost very weird seeing a Kingdom Hearts game look this good, because Kingdom Hearts, in terms of its visuals, has not evolved ever. Yeah, which is actually crazy to think. It's always remains the same look and the same graphical style ever since it was first initially released. I'd say that Kingdom Hearts 2 at this point, as of right now, is probably the best looking Kingdom Hearts game. So that's kind of crazy to think, but it looks absolutely fantastic, and in terms of the graphics, they are top notch. Alright, now let's go over a few sort of little things. So Blizzard is absolutely fantastic. Within the demo, I found myself using Blizzard quite a bit, Thunder as well, but Blizzard is absolutely amazing. So the reason I was actually using Blizzard is a lot of the magic is now AoE, and what that means is area of effect. Pretty much all of the magic actually inflicts damage towards like most of the Heartless in the area. Blizzard for the most part has always been a projectile based kind of magic spell. And it still is in 0.2, but when it actually like connects to the enemy that you're locked onto, it kind of explodes into this big spiky ice ball, which then inflicts more damage to Heartless surrounding the Heartless that you were of course locked onto. And not only that, but it actually freezes Heartless as well, which is fantastic. So say you're getting absolutely swarmed and swiped and dildo bashed by all of these Heartless, whip out that Blizzard, freeze those suckers, and you are good to go. And of course, once you know, destroy a Heartless while they're frozen, they like crumble into ice, and it's just so damn satisfying. As you guys should probably also know as well, when you cast Blizzard and it goes like a certain length, it actually leaves the ice trail on the ground, and you can sort of use the flow motion grind on that trail of ice. I honestly didn't use the whole grinding on the ice thing all too much, but Blizzard was absolutely fantastic. It's probably going to be my favorite magic for 0.2, so I thought I'd just mention that. Next thing is the Heartless AI. So of course we know that, you know, Square Enix are working with much more upgraded technology these days in comparison to the hardware and technology that they were using, you know, like for previous Kingdom Hearts titles. Which of course it comes expected that AI is pretty much like heavily improved at this point. I feel as if while I was playing the 0.2 demo, the Heartless intelligence was kind of more up there. In a way, they sort of work more together, which I think is more interesting when it comes to actual fights and encounters with different Heartless groups. As you guys should probably know, most of the Heartless throughout Kingdom Hearts, they've always worked sort of on their own terms. When you come across a group of Heartless, they'll sort of fight for themselves, not as a team. But whereas for 0.2 Birth by Sleep, it almost feels like the Heartless are working as an actual team. Sometimes the Heartless will actually attack you in groups, meaning like, say if there's like 5 Heartless, maybe 3 out of the 5 will attack at once. Some of the flying ones do attacks like in synchronized order, and you can really pick up that Square Enix has heavily improved upon the enemy AI, which is absolutely fantastic, and I think this is something that's going to be extremely apparent when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. But of course we know that our boy Sora has a lot of abilities to of course utilize. So don't worry guys, the Heartless aren't going to be too much more scary, because we are, you know, like a lot more powerful when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3, but I thought I'd mention that the Heartless seem to be working more so as a team and together these days. So be on the lookout for that, be cautious. Now sometimes Ark will actually mention little sort of things throughout playing 0.2 Birth by Sleep, like she'll actually talk to herself. In the demo she says, oh look, there's a gear over there, because in case you guys don't know, in 0.2 Birth by Sleep there's a sort of like a place where you get up to, which is Cinderella's world, and you essentially need to find these gears, hit these gears, get 5 of them, and then the path to Cinderella's castle will rebuild itself. So as you're trying to find these gears, sometimes Ark will sort of say like, oh, some gears are over there. And like while she's talking in game, her mouth is actually moving, which I think is something that we haven't really seen in Kingdom Hearts before. In fact, I don't even think that characters have conversations or really say anything when it comes to actual in-game gameplay. So it actually feels like the characters that you're playing as now, you know, like for the next generation of Kingdom Hearts, are sort of more alive. Of course, you know, like when you attack things in Kingdom Hearts, you know, in the older games, they'll go, huh, yeah, take this, or something like that. But now, it appears that characters actually say things while they're walking through the environment, and this gets me super excited for Kingdom Hearts 3, because I'm honestly crossing my fingers that Sora, Donald, and Goofy actually have little conversations while you're just walking through worlds and stuff, and perhaps maybe they say like, wow, that's a big waterfall, or damn, these Heartless are scary looking, or some cheesy stuff like that, or just have sort of conversations. I would especially love it if Sora would actually yell at Donald at one point in Kingdom Hearts 3 while we're playing the game, and tell him to get his act together in terms of his healing, because Donald's healing needs to be improved. Now, I ended up coming across these little sort of flying bat-like Heartless in 0.2. I'm fairly certain that these are actually some new Heartless introduced with 0.2 Birth by Sleep. But I actually noticed that when I struck those flying Heartless with thunder, they actually all fell to the ground. So it is definitely apparent that certain types of Heartless react differently to certain types of magic. So like I just said, the flying ones will actually fall to the ground if you strike them with lightning. Another Heartless that I came across was this kind of like ball looking one. I'll put it on screen. But this sort of like ball looking one, if you actually do like fire raga or like fire against this Heartless, it will actually benefit him, not damage him. He'll almost turn into this like flaming ball, and it will actually enhance his abilities. So even some Heartless can actually become stronger if you use certain magic against them as well, which once again is another kind of interesting aspect when it comes to the gameplay and battles of, you know, like the next generation of Kingdom Hearts. So I thought that was very interesting. And the last thing I want to talk about is the Heartless Swarm. The sort of big boss and major event of the 0.2 demo is certainly the Heartless Swarm. We first saw the Heartless Swarm in the very first initial announcement for Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's an actual thing in 0.2 Birth by Sleep, and Taiyasu has actually also confirmed that there is an even more ferocious one in the full game. But the Heartless Swarm was a pretty damn decent challenge, if I say so myself. When I was actually versing the Heartless Swarm, there was actual times where I was getting very close to death. I didn't die, which was great, which is pat on the back for me. But even watching the other people who were also playing the demo as well, they were actually having a little bit of trouble too when it came to fighting the Swarm. So the Swarm was actually a real joy to verse against. Essentially, the little Shadow Heartlesses, they form into this massive swarm, and then the Swarm like attack you and stuff, and then sometimes they will deform into their little Shadow Heartlesses, and then they'll kind of like run around the area, and it can kind of be a pain in the ass to fight, but it's interesting because I don't think we've ever encountered an enemy in Kingdom Hearts before like the Heartless Swarm. Now guys, that's really my kind of thoughts, opinions, and impressions towards the 0.2 Birth by Sleep demo. I know this is kind of a longish video, but that's really all I had to say towards the demo itself. I had a blast playing it, and from just playing it alone, it's gotten me even more hyped and excited for, of course, 2.8 coming out January of next year. Once again though, I am disappointed that I didn't get to play Dream Drop Distance HD because it just simply wasn't there, and of course I wasn't allowed to record the footage. Once again, screw you Epic Games, god damn it. Now guys, I've been Cynical, and until next time, I'll catch you dudes later. Peace.